Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 5 video on my channel. So I do apologise for not uploading in a while, but it has been the Christmas period, so Merry Christmas. I know it's a bit late, but I did say on the stream on Thursday the 23rd, so it has been a few days since I've uploaded a video. 4 days since I did the Christmas stream. I think it's been 5 or 6 days since I did the last video, but as I mentioned, I've just been really busy over the Christmas period. The last couple of days, Christmas Eve was busy wrapping presents and all of that. Christmas Day, spending time with my family, same yesterday. So I just haven't had a chance to get on, and I wanted to spend a bit of time with my family. So I hope you understand that. But I am back today. I'll be trying to be uploaded. I'll put my teeth back in and I'll start again. I'll try to upload a couple of videos over the next couple of days, and then I'll have a day off on New Year's Day. I won't be doing anything probably on New Year's Eve, unless it's in the morning, and then New Year's Day, probably for most of the day I'll be spending time with my family, so you won't see much then. But in between now and then I'll hopefully get 1 or 2 videos out, and then start of January, start of 2022, we'll start with the videos again. I'm hoping to do a channel rebranding as well, so if you don't see any videos over the next couple of days, I might be working on redoing like my intro and outro and channel banner and stuff like that, because I do want to rebrand the channel. I've been on about it for a while, so I kind of need to do it. But without any further ado, let's get into the point of this today's video. So you may have seen, if you've been subscribed to the channel for at least a few weeks now, or since the start of Horizon 5, you'll have seen that I've been doing guides in the festival playlist on things such as Forza-thons, seasonal PR stunts, and other stuff such as photo challenges and collectible challenges. Well, today I kind of wanted to do a guide on all of it. So instead of just telling you how to do like the stunts, I want to tell you how to do all of it. So today I'm going to be taking you through every single challenge in the festival playlist. I'm going to give you a few tunes and tips for each one, just to kind of help you on your way, because obviously I know you'll be busy at the moment, as I have been, spending time with your family, getting used to your Christmas presents. You might even be starting to take your Christmas tree down. So I wanted to make life easy for you. I've got a few tunes. I think all of them apart from 2 are made by me, and for the ones that don't require tunes, I'll give you a few tips on how to complete them. So that's essentially what we're going to be doing today. There will be a lot of like jumping between things, because there'll be some heavy editing going on today, so if you screens jumping around, that's why. I'll just be flicking between things to get through it as quick as possible, so we're not wasting your or my time, because again, I've got stuff to do today. So as you can see, I'm already on 25 points. That's just because yesterday I did a couple of the championships. The rivals was already completed, so I've just done a couple of things, but I haven't really done much. I haven't even done the stunts or anything yet, so I've still got a lot to do as well. So for 25 points you get the Ferrari 599 GTO, which is new to Horizon 5. It was in Horizon 4, it wasn't in the launch of Horizon 5, new to Series 2, the holiday series kind of thing, and so I would highly recommend you do unlock that, because it isn't in the auto show. And after this season ends, the price in the auction will go up, I can guarantee you that. For 45 points you'll get yourself the Forza Edition Myers Manx. I already have this car, it's available in wheel spins and in the auction. However, it's a pretty cool car, and if you haven't got it yet, then I highly recommend you do that. But of course, if you haven't got the time, then it's not the end of the world. I'm sure you'll be able to get it another way. So like I said, to make your life easy, I've got tunes, so we're going to be starting with the Forza-thon. So the Forza-thon this week is called Game Changing, and Chapter 1 is called Panina Farina Style. I apologise if I pronounced that wrong, that's just how I read it. So for this chapter, all you need to do is own and drive the 2009 Ferrari 458 Italia. This car is in the auto show, so if I pop into my garage, it is in the auto show for 225,000 credits. That is quite a lot, especially if you've been not grinding too much. As you can see, I'm only on 7 million credits myself. However, you'll probably be able to get it for cheaper on the auction house. So once you got in that, I would highly recommend you do pop a tune on it. And if you do want the tune, then I have made a tune for you. It is pretty much maxed out with the Racing V12. I apologise for putting the Racing V12 in it. I hate it myself, but I just had to do it because it was lightweight and it'll work the best in my opinion for the challenges that we need to do. So it's got 1200 horsepower. We're actually pretty light, and my paint is all black, so I'll show you the share code for that now. So my tune is called #ForzaThon458. It was created today, and the share code for it is 746268086. If you type that into your search criteria in the share code tab, you'll be able to find it easily. Otherwise, you can use my gamer tag, which is there. So once you've got in that, you can move on to the next chapter, which is called it's called True Grip. So essentially all you need to do here is earn 6 stars from speed zones within 5 minutes. So this is going to be really easy. So I'm now going to head over to a speed zone I think is the best, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what speed zone you do. If you have any that you prefer to do, that you find the easiest, then do go ahead and do that. I'm not really very experienced in picking the best speeds on in this game yet, because I haven't even completed some of them. But I would say one of the easiest ones for me personally is the festival speed zone. So you need 110 miles an hour for 3 stars. So if you do 3 stars, you only need to do it twice in 5 minutes. That's going to be a really easy. If you get 85 mile an hour to 110 miles an hour, that's going to be 2 stars, in which case you'll need to do it 3 times. However, if you want to get 1 star, which is 45 mile an hour, which is pretty much impossible to be honest in this car, then you'll need to do it 6 times. You should easily be able to get 3 stars here, so you should only need to do it twice, and 5 minutes is going to be a roll. So I'll show you one run, and then we'll move on to the next chapter. So I'm just starting up the road here. As you can see, our acceleration is pretty good, and I'll show you a little tip for this speed zone as well. So as we go in, we can wall ride. Hang on, that wasn't entirely correct. That is not what I intended to do. So we're going to turn in a bit sharper, and then all you need to do is just wall ride this last corner. This car isn't the best at wall riding, but that is an easy way to do it. We cleared the 3-star objective way easy there. So once you've done that twice, if you get 3 stars, you can move on to the next chapter, which is called, hang on, I've gone in the wrong bit. Of course I have, of course I've gone in the wrong bit. It is called Go Go Go. So this is actually the last chapter. So for this one, all you need to do is win 2 road circuit events. Now, I'm not sure whether you can use blueprints in Horizon 5 to do the Forzathons. However, if you have the answer to that, you can let me know in the comments, because when I tried it in the first couple of weeks, I used a blueprint on a cross-country circuit. It didn't work, but last week Robert gave me a blueprint to do the Forzathon and it worked. So I don't know whether they fixed it. I'm not really too sure. However, to make it easier for yourself, so you're not wasting too much time, just pick any road race from the map. So for example, we could pick Arch of Moulage Circuit and just filter it, go in the Event Lab blueprints and create a blueprint that is only 1 lap, and then you'll just do 1 lap instead of 3, which is usually how many laps. Or you can just do a short sprint race such as this one here. It's completely up to you. I'm not going to show the gameplay of it, but that is essentially all you need to do, and once you've won 2 of these, then you will have completed it. And I've just realised that you have to do a circuit, so do not do a sprint, do a circuit. So for example, the Arch of Moulage Circuit, Horizon Festival Circuit, that's a good one. I'm presuming most of you have driven that one quite a few times. So just do one of them, make it 1 lap, or just use a blueprint from Event Lab and see if it works, and then you will have completed the Forzathon. So super easy. Okay, so now for the daily #Forzathon challenges, which get you 10 or 20 points each. So Family Sport, win a road race in the Super Saloon. That should be self-explanatory. Just filter your garage to Super Saloons. Complete a game of the Eliminator. Just go in the Horizon Open tab in your pause menu and click on the Eliminator and just complete one. Doesn't matter if you get eliminated, just do not quit. Then these are unactive at the moment. Smash 25 bikes in Guanajuato. Go to Guanajuato, which is the main city, find some bikes and just smash them. Complete Horizon Tour in the 1963 Volkswagen Type 2 Deluxe. That is the Volkswagen camper van. You can find that in the auto show. And then just go to the tour thing, which is near the main stage festival, enter and just complete it in that car. Complete a challenge card, so essentially what that means is go in the Super 7 and complete any challenge card. Earn 3 stars from any danger sign. Well, you should be able to get that from the seasonal danger sign, but if not, just go to any danger sign in any car and get 3 stars. Drive above 100 mile an hour for 20 seconds in any car. Just go to the motorway, get in a reasonably fast car, such as this Ferrari 458, that's what I did it in. Drive above 100 mile an hour, just keep going along the highway, and then it'll pop up when it's been 20 seconds. So that's all of the daily challenges, and these, the weekly and the dailies, go towards your points in the Forza shop. Currently, we've got the Nissan Fairlady Z Forza Edition, which is 600 points, and the Range Rover Sport from 2015 for 300 Forza points. I would actually recommend that if you have spare points lying around and you're happy to spend them, get that, but if you don't already have it, because you may need to use it for one of the championships that I'm going to show you. And there's also some festive horns. I just went and bought them to be festive. So that is the Forza shop, so that's how you get your Forza points. You can also get Forza points from the Horizon Arcade. All you need to do is find it on the map, one of the pink circles, either drive or fast travel to it and complete all 3 rounds. However, it has now been made easier, so even if you're the only person doing it, you'll still be able to get it completed. That's all you need to do. So they're the 3 ways you can get Forza points, and they all account to the points going into your festival playlist as well. So now I'm going to give you some tunes for the championships, trial and games. So we're going to be starting with the trial, Sentimental Feelings. You need a B-Class retro sports car. It's on road, and the reward is a Nissan GTR from 1995 that you can see on the thumbnail there. So I'm going to head over to my garage and show you the code for the tune that I'm going to be using. Okay, so here are all the cars that I have in the retro sports car category. Obviously, I have filtered it to just B class, so you will have some that are above or below, and you can see some of the other cars that you could use. The car I'm going to be using, or the cars that I'm going to have the option to use, are these 2 here. So we've got the 1994 Mazda MX-5 and the 1997 Mazda RX-7. Now the RX-7, if you buy this car for 35,000 credits or win it in a wheel spin, you'll be able to use it for the trial, one of the stunts, and one of the other championships, I think, if I remember that rightly. If you choose this Mazda, you'll be able to use it for this and one of the championships, I think, if I've got that the right way round. So it doesn't really matter, you can switch between the 2. I made this Mazda MX-5 Miata tune first, and then realised that the RX-7 could be used for 3 events rather than the 2 that the MX-5 could be used for. Really doesn't matter, there's only like 10,000 credits difference. However, the RX-7 is a bit quicker. The MX-5 is a lighter, it's a bit more grippy, but the RX-7 is faster overall, so it doesn't really matter which one you choose, to be honest with you. So either of them you pick, I'll hop into them both and show you the tunes that I've created, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so just before I give you the tune, if we check in the festival playlist here, as you can see, you can use this car for the trial, you can use it for the danger sign here, and you can also use the RX-7 if you choose that one for the speed trap. So it's 2 of the stunts and the trial that you can use it for. So if you want to use the RX-7 for all 3, there's only 2 tunes you need to use. You can use this Miata tune for the trial and the danger sign. So if I head over to my creative hub, I'll be able to show you the tune. So if I go into load setup, then if I go in, my gamer tag's already in from earlier. So it's called Seasonal Trial, and the share code is 537824721. So like I said, you can use this one for 2 events, or you can just use my gamer tag if you don't want to type the share code in. Now if I hop in the Mazda, I'll show you the share code for that one, which you can use for 3 events. Okay, so here we are in the RX-7. So I've got 2 B700 tunes. They are exactly the same. I've just shared them so that if people are downloading them, they know exactly what they're for. So one's called Seasonal Trial, one's called Seasonal Jump. It does not matter which one you use, but I'll show you the share code for both anyway. So for the seasonal trial one, the share code is 494748834, and for the seasonal jump one, the share code is 971224218. As always, just use my gamer tag if you can't bother doing that like me. The S1 tune here is for the speed trap. I'll show you the share code for that now, just so I don't have to come back in here, but I'll show you how to do the stunts in just a second. So the share code for the speed trap one is 682314224, and when I do show you the stunts, you can just rewind to this bit to get the share code if you're following along with the video. So that's the tunes for the trial, but as I said, you can also use it for the danger sign. So I'm going to be using the RX-7 for the danger sign and my S1 tune for the RX-7 for the speed trap. Now we need to move on to the games. Okay, so for the games you need a B-Class Classic Rally. Now for the games you don't actually have to win, as Fenton confirmed for me the other week, so it doesn't actually matter if you lose as a team against the other team, but of course you do want to have a bit of fun, so you don't really want to be running a stock car. I've just realised that I haven't created a tune, because I forgot about the games, because I'm dope. So there's 4 options in my garage, however there will definitely be more in like the auto show and the auction. These are just the ones that I've got. So the car I'm going to find a tune for is the 1967 Ford Racing Escort Mark 1. This is 500,000, but it's one of the barn finds, so you just need to find the barn that this is in and reclaim it after it's been restored. You can also use the Renault 8, which is a DLC car in the car pass, so if you have the car pass and you've redeemed this car, you can use that one. Other cars I've got are the RS 1600 Escort and the RS 1800 Escort. I just thought I'd take this one because I don't really drive it much, and I thought it'd be pretty cool because it's already in B class. So if I head over to my tunes now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to recommend a tune from my selection that pops up here that I think will be the best. So these are A class, so we can't use them ones. I would recommend probably this one will be quite good. However, I'm going to look for one that is either somebody I know that's a good tuner, or one that's got a high star rating. So if we keep scrolling through, as you can see, so Stoic Coyote from DMD, which is Waz's club, with Robert and Wolf, who you've seen on the channel, are in this. He's a good tuner, most of DMD are. This is a 2-star one, so I'd highly recommend you use that one. So the share code for that is 301361252, so that's one. However, also if I scroll back along, I know that Team Fung is a pretty good tuner, so if you want to use that one, the share code for that one is 240255177. So I'm going to go ahead and download, I think, Stoic Coyote's tune. But so that's what you got to do for games. Basically, just play the games. Like I said, you don't have to win. Just have a bit of fun and try and win. Obviously, don't just sit there and be boring. But yeah, it sounds good to me. Okay, so now for the stunts, I'm going to show you the tunes for each of the cars I'm going to be using, and then I'm going to show you a quick clip of me completing it. So we've got the base jump danger sign, where you need a B-class retro sports car. I've already told you that I'll be using the RX-7 for that, and I've showed you the tune. For the Trailblazer Barranco, we need an A-class UTV, which is kind of buggies. And then for the Boulevard Speed Trap, we need an S1 Mazda RX-7 from 97. Same car I'm going to be using for the danger signs. I've already showed you the tune for that one. So I'm going to hop in my UTV, show you the tune, and we'll do the Trailblazer first. Okay, so the car I'm going to be using is the Sierra RX-3 from 2021. This is one of the brand new cars to the Forza series and to Horizon 5. It's 45,000 credits in the auto show. I've managed to squeeze 285 horsepower out of it. It weighs less than 500 kilograms, which is very impressive actually. We've got that awesome rear wing and the body kit on the back, plus some off-road race tyres. So this should be absolutely brilliant. We've got decent speed and decent grip to be able to complete this Trailblazer. So the share code for the tune that I'm going to be using, which is created by me this time. So if I pop in here, when it loads, enter my gamer tag. So it's called Seasonal TB, which stands for Trailblazer, because it only lets you do 16 characters, so you can't put the full Trailblazer in. And the share code is 253881356, or as always, just type in my gamer tag. Okay, so the Trailblazer we're doing starts on the top of the volcano mountain kind of thing, and we need 15 seconds left on our clock for the season objective, presuming that we start with 60 seconds and it counts down. As you can see, the finish line is just over about here, so we're just going to floor it round this corner and jump down and hopefully be able to complete it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And if I complete it successfully, you'll be able to get a few tips from my driving. Hopefully, anyway. Okay, so we're yeeting down. I did this one the other day actually for the 3 stars, and as you can see, the rocks are incredibly annoying, so I may have to edit some of this out if I keep hitting that rock. Which, of course, I don't want to have to do, but sometimes you have got to do what you got to do. Essentially, we just got to fly down here, but these rocks are slowing us down, which is very annoying. Then, all we've essentially got to do is navigate through the trees. It shouldn't be too hard, but it always is, so, you know. Okay, we'll scoot through here. Right, we need 15 seconds left on the clock. I think we're going to be able to do it as long as you don't hit any trees now. There we go, 17.1 seconds left on the clock. So it was pretty close in the end, but I reckon we could definitely get plus 20 seconds left there. Okay, so the next stunt is the Boulevard Speed Trap here. We need 150 miles an hour for the seasonal objective. I'm going to start up here, get in my S1 RX-7, and then we'll give it a go. Okay, so 150 miles an hour, here we go. Also, headphone warning, because this V8 is rather loud and we're in rear wheel drive. The rear wheel drive is just for the added speed really, the launch isn't very good, but you know. There we go, 188 miles an hour, so that was, well, it was easy enough. Especially after that dodgy launch as well. So the hill definitely does help you there, as you can see. Really easy. And also a shout out to Vajo Designs for this awesome livery on the RX-7. Really, really good. So now we move on to the final one, which is the danger sign, which is over here. It's base jump, and you're jumping basically through the Rush Festival outpost. I'm going to start round by this championship here. Seasonal Championship is a reference point. Then I'm going to change to my B-class tune and give it a go. Okay, so we're just going to floor it along this road, jump off the end, and I did test it before and hit rewind before I landed. I know we can easily complete it. Yes, this is a bit of a step down from our 6.2 litre V8, but you know, just casually going up here at 115 miles an hour, jump off the end. It'd help if that stuff got off my screen, but you know, it's not going to. And also style points. Anyway, there we go, 312 metres, pretty easy, and like I said, style points for that flip. I'm glad I got that on camera actually. Okay, so now we move on to the championships. For this, essentially all I'm going to do is give you the tune codes. I'm not going to show any gameplay whatsoever, because that'll just take up too much time. As you can see, I've already done 2 of them. So we're going to start off with the Oh Dear Championship, where we need an A-Class Land Rover Range Rover. Okay, so the car I'm going to be using is the 1973 Range Rover. It's 50,000 in the auto show, so I'm pretty sure this is the cheapest. We've got a racing 7.2 litre V8 which produces 850 horsepower. We've also got some nice boy tyres. We've got very good speed, so this should be pretty good for some cross-country racing. Now, if I head over to Land Rover, I'm pretty confident, because it says Land Rover Range Rover, that you can't use either of these Defenders or the Series 3. However, if you want to prove me wrong, then feel free to do so. I'm just not going to do it, just because I don't want to risk it. You could also use the Range Rover from 2015, tune, which is in the Forza shop, as I mentioned earlier. So if I go over to my tunes, I'll show you the tune and then we can move on to the next one. Okay, so search. I apologise for this taking so long, by the way. So it's called Seasonal Tune by me, and the share code is 113045900. I'll leave that on just so you can see it, and it's gone. So that is that one. Now we move on to the next one, and just before I move on, by the way, just to clarify, for all of these 3 championships you need to be on at least highly skilled driver tires, and you need to be first after all 3 races. You have to do all 3 races. I see loads of comments where people don't go to the next race, they just keep on doing the first race that they go through and think that that's the championship. A championship is 3 races. If you watch the screen when you enter it, it'll put the 3 races on the map, and they'll be in like a white colour with a clock on them, if that's a reference point. Anyway, so the next one is Feliz Navidad, where we need a C-Class from 1970s. So this one isn't my tune, but I'll show you the tune anyway so that you can download it. Okay, so there is quite a vast choice if you've got quite a few cars like me, so I'm not going to show you the entire 1970s C-Class options that I have. However, the car I picked out was the 1970 GMC Jimmy, just for a bit of a laugh really. Haven't driven this car. I think this is one of the band finds, if I remember correctly, so you'll have to find the band to be able to get this. However, there's loads of other options, so don't be too disheartened if you haven't got this band find yet, although you'll probably be able to pick it up in the auction for pretty cheap. So again, this is not my tune, however it has 400 horsepower. There is no brakes, so make sure you brake about 2 days before the corner, as I found out when I did it. It also doesn't turn very well, but on the off-road sections of the races it drives like a dream, so that's why I really love this car. So the tune that I am using, I can't actually show you. If I pop in here, no, it's not going to be in there. Unfortunately, I can't actually show you that. I'd have to go back to the festival to be able to show you it. However, just find a tune, and you'll be all right. I think he was called Otavia Orange. So if that name comes up in your recommended, then just get that one. I think that's the name of the guy that made this tune. Sorry about that. I've completely forgot that you could only show other people's tunes when you're in the festival. So for the final one, the 20 Super GR Championship, I wonder what we're going to be using. Oh, correct, it's a 2020 Toyota Supra, but it has to be an A-Class, so you will probably have to upgrade it. Again, this was not my tune. The tune that I used for the Supra for this one was Waz News's tune. So WAZNEWZ, type that in to the search criteria and you will find it. If I scoot over here, I'll show you the stats so that you can compare it. So it's got 508 horsepower, 529 newton meters of torque, 1.5 ton. The speed is 6.3, handling 7. You can read the rest. It was actually pretty good actually. Waz has always been a good tuner. I just don't usually use other people's tunes because I prefer to use mine, but it served me really well, so thank you to Waz for creating the tunes. Also feel free to check his YouTube channel out, it's the same name. He does videos like literally every day or week, posts quite often. So that is the championships. So now we've just got a couple of challenges left, which I'll just give you a brief overview of. There's no tunes or anything involved. So for the photo challenge, hashtag Snow Giant, take a photo of any vehicle at the top of the La Gran Caldera. La Gran Caldera is the name of the volcano, so on your map it is just over here, so where the Trailblazer is, just get in any car and take a photo. Make sure you got a bit of the volcano in the background, so go to about here and you'll be okay. If we pop back in now and we scoot back over, the Horizon Open Challenge, people person, eliminate 5 players in the Eliminator. Just play a game in the Eliminator either by clicking on this or by going over in the Horizon Open tab and clicking on it in there. Play a game and just eliminate 5 players. It doesn't have to be in the same session. If you only eliminate, say, 3 people in one session, just keep doing it until you've eliminated 5, and this will pop up. You get 25,000 plus 2 points. If you don't know how to eliminate, you basically got to find people on the map, the little pink dots, go up to them, honky horn, and challenge them, and then win the head-to-head and you will have eliminated them. If you lose the head-to-head, you'll be eliminated. And then for the eliminator challenge, finish 30th or better. Again, you can do this in the same session as you do the eliminates. As long as you don't get eliminated, just play it until it's below 30 people left. It'll say how many drivers are left in the top left. Once that gets to the below 30, you can just let somebody beat you. And as long as you don't quit, then that'll be it. For the collectibles, it's raining gifts. All you need to do is smash 25 of these present stacks. You can see one on the thumbnail by the Bronco there at Festival Expansions. So go to any festival outpost. So for example, I'm near the Rush Festival outpost, and you'll see presents stacked along the main kind of road there. Just smash them until you got 25, and that's really, really easy, to be honest. And then finally, we just got the monthly rivals, which you can complete in any of the seasons. So you might have already done it and it'll complete for all 4. I did it in summer, so I don't have to do it again. You're just in the DeLorean in the Cathedral Circuit in Guanajuato. You just need to drive around without smashing anything, rewinding or missing a checkpoint. Get a clean lap, and make sure it hasn't got the exclamation mark next to it, and you'll have completed that. You don't have to go fast at all. As long as it's clean, that is all you need to do. So that is pretty much this video. I apologise for it being a bit longer, but I just wanted to get some content out there. Once again, wish you a very Merry Christmas. I know it's been Christmas, but I'll wish you a Happy New Year as well if I do not see you or speak to you before then. Thank you so much for watching. Take some rest and have some time with your family. That's basically what this video is about, just to save you a bit of time. You can still complete the challenges, but you won't have to create all your own tunes. So I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next video, which may or may not be before New Year. So like I said, if it isn't, Happy New Year, and I wish you all the best to your families as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye!